Large intestine. Undigested and unabsorbed food passes from the small intestine. From the small intestine, this is the small intestine, and it passes to the large intestine. It is the large intestine, which you can see, this red color one. It is 5 feet long and 3 inches in diameter. Wider and shorter than the small intestine. It is wrapping the small intestine from the outer lateral part of it. You can see this is the outer part and it is wrapping around it. It is beneath the stomach. This is stomach and this is large intestine. It is a combination of cecum, colon, this is the colon, rectum and anal canal. Colon is the largest portion of the large intestine. It has 5 sections: ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon and rectum. The beginning of the ascending colon. This is the beginning. You can see this is the beginning of the ascending colon. An ascending colon is on the right side of the body. And this is what? Cecum. And this is appendix. The cecum is a small pouch-like structure in which connects it to the small intestine. And it is a part between the ascending colon and an appendix. The ascending colon extends to transverse colon, then to the descending colon. This is right arm, this is left arm. Descending colon is a left arm. And transverse colon acts as a bridge between the ascending and the descending colon. It is segmented. You can see it is segmented. And it is joined, it is curved at right colic flexure and this is left colic. Cecum as a pouch for liquid. It is a space actually. It is a pouch, it is a space for liquid to empty from the small intestine. This is small intestine and this is ileum, the last part of the small intestine which is connected to the large intestine. During the digestion, the small intestine, during digestion when the small intestine absorbs nutrients from the solid food and passes the solid products, waste products and liquid into the large intestine. And the cecum, what it does is, it collects it in this as a pouch. It collects it into it. And it absorbs all the salt is absorbed in this. So it plays very important role in the salt absorption also. Absorption of salts and electrolysis into the body from the liquid which has been collected from small to large. The muscle tissue. Here you can see this. It is a muscle tissue which contracts, causing the liquid products to churn. So it makes the liquid, as it is the waste products which we are getting, the waste you have got is squeezed again or crunched or smashed or churning, more churning of these things. When they are churned, it extracts more salts and electrolysis such as sodium and potassium. And these salts are then absorbed by the mucous membrane. You can see there is a line, there is this, it is a mucous membrane. And then this mucous membrane lubricates. It lubricates and makes it more or the lining of the cecum more softer, and it makes the mixing of the waste with the mucus, and it helps the waste products to push or to move or to extract the liquid, and from here it is easily pushed to the other parts of the large intestine. It also helps in the cellular digestion. Cellular fibers. So the digestion for the plant-eating animals. The plant-eating animals are herbivorous and omnivorous, which takes in plants, and the cellulose when plant-eating animals take in cellulose, and these bacteria and enzymes in the cecum of these animals cause fermentation. And that breaks down the cellular fibers and then allows the uh, rest of the large intestine to digest the nutrients from the cellulose. But this cecum will be absent in the carnivorous animals like tigers and wolves, leopards, lion, as it might be absent completely, or the size of the cecum will be very small. As there is no cellulose present, as they don't eat plants, so the cellular fibers are absent, and this animal consume, and making the animals which eat plants and animals, they have larger the cecum than the herbivorous will have more bigger cecum than the omnivorous. Omnivorous are the plant as well as the animal eating. So the herbivorous will have the larger cecum than the omnivorous because they will consume more cellulose and water. Sigmoid colon. What is sigmoid colon? Is the terminal part of the large intestine. This is the large intestine, and you can see the terminal part, that is the last part. It is attached with the descending colon. It is curved, it is in S shape. You can see this, it is in S shape, and it is, the word itself says, it is derived from the sigma. It plays a very important role of sigmoid is to store the fecal waste until they are ready to leave the body. All the waste which it is getting collected in the sigmoid colon, and the rectum, the final portion of the large intestine. Large intestine, which consists of ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, and from the sigmoid colon, it is connected with the rectum, and rectum collects the waste products from the sigmoid colon. All the waste which is from the large intestine is getting collected. It is the place where it is collected, and then from there it is pushed when all the waste is ready to exit out of the body. It pushes into the rectum and eliminates out of the body as a solid matter, stew through an anal canal. This is anal canal, and this is anus. And this process is known as the defecation. So today we have studied how the waste product from the small intestine is collected and processed in the large intestine.